Some group of Nigerians are exposing the Igbos in Ghana and their plans and what they might be planning to do in Ghana.
Even now the company in Ghana, Comfirm, now the company is in UK. They moved that company. That company is ammunition supply. Arm smuggler. Limited.
He's producing ice cream, but he's using it to supply guns.
Yes, God bless you.
So, my fellow Nigerians, we don't want to do it. If you go deeper, the deeper you go, the dirtier it is. And I am not the problem. So don't come for me. Even if you come for me, if I'm no longer here, the truth will always be alive. So the best thing is, let us find a way to work things out. Hi everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Lillian, and to my returning viewers, I appreciate you for always coming back. Please do well to give this video a like and feel free to hit the subscribe button if you have not subscribed. I am more than excited to present to you this video that I stumbled on by a Ghanaian content creator. His name is Kema. So when I saw the video, just few minutes into watching the video, I said, okay, I could bring it here because I believe a lot of people that are in search of the truth would be interested in this video. And I said, okay, let's redo it here. So a big shout out to Kema. I don't know how you got the video, but it's quite interesting to know that Nigerians are sick and tired of their image being destroyed outside Nigeria. So 2025, Nigerians are no longer going to keep quiet. No one is going to blackmail or bully them into silence. They are coming out to speak. And in this video, Nigerians are out and they have a warning for Ghanaians. And me, I have the evidence to back their claim. Let's get into it.
So, some group of Nigerians are exposing the Igbos in Ghana and their plans and what they might be planning to do in Ghana. See, I don't want to talk plenty. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to subscribe. Let's go into the videos. Watch. Come back and talk.
But they want to double it up. Guess what? Let me tell you what they are not saying. So you people should listen. Ghanaians should listen. If you go to their meetings very well, if you tap into their meeting, they say this Ghana man and this king of Ghana, rather, this fake king, and this is the too. They said he went to go and buy Ga land. Where everybody land is Ga. There is the Ga chiefs that sold it. So they want to join all other tribes to fight Ga. Say after all, now the Ga bring the problems. So that is what they are planning now. Say if they don't give them their money back, if they don't do this one, we are going to drag the Ga people. The Ga people are fraud. And then go sell land. And they know they don't sell. This is the propaganda they are. You people, this is what I'm saying. You start getting the propaganda. So they will now turn the whole other tribes in Ghana against the Ga. Since it's the Ga that collect money, the Ga chiefs, local chiefs that collect money from this fake Igbo king. Then you start saying confusion. Ghana people start fighting Ghana. That is their.
What you are saying is the truth, eh? Because of that, they brought my king. They were insulting my king. That he's.
I'm telling you, if you go to their Zoom meeting,
now they know that they know
they are hardcore propagandists.
Yeah, that is what they did. They were insulting my tribe, blah 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 blah.
Mankind, are you there? So preach
this is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
They are actually fighting Yoruba indirectly. They wanted to destroy. They're going to destroy Ghana. Let me tell you. If you have to have, you know what they call Dangbana Shoko, madness. You have to have madness. You use madness to fight madness. To fight them. These people are not letting go. If what, I don't know much history, but if what Mr. Abe is saying about how and Mr. Kingship is saying how they wanted to go to Ghana when the civil wars and the Ghana did not allow them. Who in the right mind will allow these Igbo to come into their territory when they fighting? Because the fight will now, move to Ghana and here then. I'm telling you. So
yeah, the leaders, like Major General Ankara, the leaders at the time, they know what is going on. They told the Igbos that, see, we will never give you that passage because Ghanaians, they have ties. The northern Ghana have ties with the Hausa flag. In the central and on the other side, they have with Yoruba. They don't want their own problem because that country should have been one of the peaceful, the best in everything in Africa. So they have their own plan as Ghanaians, and it's their country. They have their own discipline and their own policy. So they told the Igbos, like, Ojukwu come to Aburi convention and Gowon should come. We'll put you guys together and settle the differences. I will be there to present. If you can settle these differences, because now, at that time in West Africa, it has not been announced that there is crude oil. And it was new, sound fresh, with the money that will come from it. Now, everybody know what is going on. It's an internal problem. And the Ghanaians were the only one that stood with Nigerians from the onset and tried to form peace and support us. So now they understand what is going on. They don't want the same problem in their country. That's why they're speaking out. And they should not generalize the situation to all Nigerians. We Yoruba people. We're not stupid. We intelligent people. We're not saying we are. Igbo people can say they are smart. They can be the smartest, but we are very, very intelligent people. Very, very. The ancient existence of the Igbos.
Why would you say Igbo people are smart? I contest that with you.
You guys they say they are smart. Igbo people say they are smart. So we are very, very intelligent.
They don't say it here. They don't affirm it.
Why? Okay, yeah, I understand. Okay. I understand.
If they are smart, if they are smart, they should have the sense to romance, to have good romance politically with their neighbors.
Confirm.
We are their neighbors.
Yes. Confirm. I understand what you say now. I understand, Baba. I understand what you hear me. So we are not dumb too, and we need our own self acclaimment in anything we do. Not like putting us down or something. I understand what you guys mean, but
see,
they should know what they are doing.
King Idris, let me count the crime that Ghana has done to Biafra. Let me just count the first three crimes. 1, 1967, when in fact, before 1967, let me even start with from when Ghana had their independence. 1957, when Ghana had their independence, there was this famous man, Otto Nzeribe. Every Nigerian knows him. He was one of the people that stopped June 12, Abiola June 12. Otto Nzeribe died 2022 at the age of 91. I've been 92 years old. He was a very good friend to Kwame Nkrumah. But when the coup of General Ankara took Nkrumah out, Otto Nzeribe, betrayed Nkrumah and started working with Ankara. Very good friends with Ankara. He was in fact, he's an arms smuggler. He smuggled arms. He sponsors war in over 22. There's book on it.
Yeah,
22
true. Yeah, for
African
sure.
countries.
I read that in
He's an arms smuggler.
Yeah,
this guy.
Yeah, that's what they know him to be in history.
Hold on. This guy was working with General Ankara in Ghana. So when J.D. Rawlings took over, J.D. Rawlings banned him from Ghana for life.
You guys, let's take a look at that evidence, because there was a day I told you guys I've been doing a lot of history, right? Guys, remember at the beginning of the video, I said I have evidence to back up their claim, at least about the past. I mean, the person they mentioned here and his romance with the government of Ghana in the past. I told you I have evidence, so let's take a look at that quickly, and then we will go back into the conversation.
To restore democratic governance as quickly as possible. General Ankara, however, remained in office from February 1966 to 1969, when he was forced to resign from office over a bribery scandal involving him and a Nigerian businessman, Arthur Nzeribe. Was Akwasi Afrifa, who stepped into the office of head of state.
There you have it. You guys, the hour of liberation has come for the image of Nigeria, especially abroad. I can see that Nigerians have kept quiet for the longest time, but Ghana became the breaking point for them. Because I mean, like, it's given, yes, South Africa, we've lost South Africa. We have lost all the diplomatic ties around the world. But you see, Ghana, we are not going to let go. This is what is given. But some people will misinterpret it. See, you guys have been reading. Before I talk too much, let's get back into that gossip group. Gossipers.
Even now the company in Ghana, Comfirm Limited, now the company is in UK. They moved that company. That company is ammunition supply. Arms smuggler, FAM Limited.
He's producing ice cream, but he's using it to supply guns.
Yes, God bless you. So, he's a famous arm dealer. And he almost deceived Kwame Nkrumah. Guess who introduced Otto Izeribe to Kwame Nkrumah? Nnamdi Azikiwe. When Zik graduated from Lincoln University in Pennsylvania State in he went there 1929, 5 years. 1933-34, he graduated. Then Nkrumah went there in 1935, so like 2 years after Azikiwe graduated. That was when Kwame went to Lincoln University. So he recommended that university for Kwame. He did letter of recommendation and everything. So the same Zik introduced Izeribe, his younger brother, to Nkrumah, and that was how Otto Izeribe could work with Nkrumah before they overthrew Nkrumah, anchored there. He even betrayed Nkrumah because after they overthrew Nkrumah, he went back to the military that took out the NLC, National Liberation Council in Ghana, that when Ankara was leading. He went back, he betrayed his boss, Nkrumah, he went to work with Ankara. Now, when Ankara was toppled, he wanted to betray Ankara again to work with JJ. JJ said, this guy, you're a bad guy. No, get out of my country. And that's when the Ghana must go happen. In 83, Nigeria must go rather. This were part of the people that caused problem, Igbo. So they have been causing problem, these diplomatic ties between Nigeria and Ghana. You can remember, in fact, they were smuggling arms, they were storing arms in Ghana during the Civil War. And Ghana shut it down. They said, don't let this war spill over to Ghana. And the Igbos were very angry. Ojukwu was angry with Ghana. That's one. Two, Aburi Accord. They felt Ghana supported Nigeria, so they would never forgive Ghana. So I'm giving you a story.
God bless you, Baba. I enjoy you.
These Igbo people can never forgive you. Ghanaian people never ready, never see propaganda. We don't suffer for their propaganda for the last 50 years.
Mr. Abe, have you forgotten the recent one now? Yes. When the current president wanted to be installed, guess who he invited from Nigeria? No be Yoruba people he invited. That is another one brewing now. How would you invite only of Ife to come? How are you now relating to these Yoruba people? They hated it, and some of this and the Benin, we don't want to bring them in, but that was when they now took their own people down to say, oh, they have their own history too. I'm talking about the Benin. They have their own history too in Ghana, but those ones are not like these Igbo people. Those people want to trace their own thing there, but these Igbo people have no history that link them to there. They know that the president of the Ghana is more, it leans more to Yoruba people. So they were like, what is happening? We're trying to get our own thing. Then that was when you see the so-called king now taking picture with Oni of Ife, now taking picture with the Ga king, now taking picture with the president. I'm like, what is going on? What is going on here? These people don't do anything by mistake. It's all propaganda, all planned. But that's one thing about nature, is when you plan evil, when you throw evil out, evil must come back to you.
Yeah, for
evil
sure.
Must come back.
For sure.
Everything they do is not by mistake. We Yorubas, we do things straightforward. You be our friend, we be your friend.
Gossip. After all, why are you guys hiding? They have already accused you of being the brain behind this a long time ago. So now it's good to come out with your full chest and own it that yes, you got Ghana. So it is okay for you guys to come out and spill the beans, at least what you know. I'm talking about this gossip group. Now, you guys had conversation. Do you know, I told you guys, I have been studying a lot of history, and there's a connection that Ghana has with Nigeria. That's why you see me, I keep saying it is spiritual, and it kind of helped me appreciate the Yoruba people a lot more than I have always appreciated them for. Now, apart from my own personal experience as a Nigerian young girl from a poor community, traveling to Lagos to work as a house help, I worked with a couple of Yoruba's family. To be honest, I was the problem. None of them was the problem. The poor, the middle class, and the very rich. I explore all. And to tell you the truth, these people are not perfect, but amazing. The Yorubas know how to build relationships. And going back now, because of this Igbo King issue in Ghana, I went back to study about the history of Nigeria. And that is making me to appreciate the Yorubas even more. You guys, they sacrificed a lot. They fought to keep Nigeria. They lost so much, both in human and in capital. The Yoruba people fought for Nigeria. And the little relationship Nigeria has left with other countries, now Yoruba people build them. Sorry, I don't know much about the Hausas, but through the history, I can see the relationship. Yes, Obasanjo is a Yoruba man. He picked up the pieces of what was left because Nigeria was like a clay pot smashed on a rock to scatter, and there was nothing left. Obasanjo, a Yoruba man, picked up the pieces, even though he added a little bit of lies just to calm everyone down. He did a lot for Nigeria. I didn't know about these things, yet I loved him. When I saw him and Nigerians were complaining, he's the worst president ever, I didn't feel that way. My spirit loved Obasanjo, only for me to come and discover that he tried for Nigeria. He is one of the very many Yorubas that played an important role in the tiny piece that Nigeria pretend to have today. This is a moment of truth. When I watch videos of young Nigerians, especially from some tribes, saying things like, na Nigerian woman, na you raise Mahama. If that Nigerian woman was to be from your place, do you know that she would have left a bad taste in his head forever, and he wouldn't want to have anything to do with Nigerians? Because as a young girl growing up, when I left my village, I went to Lagos, I walked with numbers of Nigerian families, and know what my eyes saw with the other people. In the Yoruba homes, it wasn't perfect, even though I was an impatient person, but there was this human treatment I got. The other side, I was treated like a dog. So if Mahama's stepmother was to be from some tribes, I promise you, Mahama wouldn't have been proud to talk about it. Maybe John Mahama's stepmother saw potentials. She saw the future in the eyes of Mahama, and she knew that she needed to treat him right. I'm just saying, a nice person wouldn't care if you have a bright future or not. They are just going to treat you nice because they are nice. And Mahama did not forget his stepmother. Personally, I have phobia for stepmothers. Everybody knows that. Because the ladies in my father's life dragged my father with me until I lost him. So Yorubas have really contributed. Now, you know why I'm doing this video? The reason I'm doing this video is because of the new plot they are doing now to turn the heart of Yorubas against Ghanaians. And in my next video, we are doing that. Since they want us to go deep, like into the mud and drag things out, we are going to roll that way. I saw a post yesterday by one of them, and I went through the comment section. I saw Yoruba people's name, and some of them are writing, yes, so it's true. Oh my God. She was turning their hearts against Ghanaians. You see this battle, I know if you win am. You know why you can't win it? Because it's propaganda. If you want to win, be honest about it. Now, another thing the gossip group said is the other tribe are trying so hard to also have a relationship in Ghana. And a number of times I hear them saying them and the Ashanti people are the same. And now, do you know why some of them blindly say that? Because they believe that Dr. Kwame Nkrumah is an Ashanti man. That is what they thought. When I went back into history, I realized that Emmanuel Ifejina, after he unalived his boss and his pregnant wife, Emmanuel Ifejina, one of the 5 coup plotters, he ran to Ghana. And when he came to Ghana, Dr. Kwame Nkrumah, being a Pan-Africanist and a much older man, had mercy on Emmanuel Ifejina. Some elders, some of the ethnic groups in Nigeria, wrote a letter to Dr. Kwame Nkrumah telling him about Emmanuel Ifejina. President Nkrumah was invited to Vietnam or Indonesia. I will go back and check, but I think it's Vietnam, because the president of Vietnam needed him to come help so that he can settle the war in his country. While Dr. Kwame Nkrumah was out of Ghana, a coup happened, and immediately they succeeded in taking over power from Dr. Kwame Nkrumah. They went to the hotel where Emmanuel Ifejina was at the time, and then they told him to get out of Ghana. That was how Emmanuel Ifejina was thrown out of Ghana, and he went back to Nigeria, and then they had him locked up but never prosecuted. And until the civil war broke out, Emmanuel Ifejina was released back to fight against the government of Nigeria. You don't want to know your history dirty. My fellow Nigerians, we don't want to do it. If you go deeper, the deeper you go, the dirtier it is. And I am not the problem. So don't come for me. Even if you come for me, if I'm no longer here, the truth will always be alive. So the best thing is, let us find a way to work things out. Let us start teaching our children the best way to behave. Let us start building relationships that will last longer than making the money today. So Dr. Kwame Nkrumah is not an Ashanti man. He is a Fanti man from the western region of Ghana, where Wodemaya is from. So when I see some people forcing a relationship with their Ashantis, they baffle me. So DM me somebody that is working hard to turn the heart of Nigerians against Ghanaians. You cannot win that battle. Trust me. So don't even attempt it. Bye.